Hi, this is Rachel Krensman, and I'm here to show you the wrist series. So we're going to begin with the right hand crossing over the left, palms interlaced, and then flip the wrists. Now some of us won't get this far in this first pose in the wrist series, which is fine. You just go to where you can. So if you're just to here, that's okay. You just work where you are. This helps to open up the wrists, the forearms, especially for conditions like carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, arthritis in the hands. It's also good at preventing those injuries, especially if you work a lot with your hands. So if you're on the computer a lot or if you garden. Good. Now we switch sides. Take the left hand, cross it over the right, and flip. Keep going. Go to where you can. Remember to listen to your body. This is where people often notice where the tightness is in their forearms and in their wrists. Good. One more time. So the next one is a little more challenging. If this is too challenging, then just go ahead and do this one again. But we're going to take the wrist flip overhead. So you can take your hands overhead, clasp one hand over the other, and then flip up. This one's a little hard for me. So take the arms up. A lot of my students ask me if this is actually possible, and it is possible. Just a little challenging. Good. And switch sides, cross the opposite hands on top, and flip. Good. I've been working a lot with my hands lately, doing manual therapy, and I'm noticing my right forearm is getting tight. So this is a nice sequence to help me work it out. A couple more times. Good. Oof. All right. Next one. If you can, we'll come on the hands and knees for this one. Take the palms on the ground, fingers towards you, and we're going to just sit back gently. Good. Now, it's okay if the heels of the hands come up off the ground, but we're trying to move them towards the ground. So if you can, might be better if you come up onto all fours and just stay here and really work the palms of the hands down, and then just slowly sit the hips back so you take it further and further each time. We're going to press the heels of the hands into the ground. As you can see, I have a large carrying angle on my elbow, but some of us will have straighter elbows than I do. Good. Press the palms of the hands into the earth, stretch the wrists. If there's any tingling or numbness, back off, either come up or just lift the palms off the floor. We'll hold there another breath or two. Good, and then release. Next pose. We're going to take the palm, left palm on the ground. This time you're going to push the fingers onto the ground and then lift the palm away from the earth. So the palm's at a 90-degree angle or perpendicular to the ground. So push the fingers down, lift the palms up, and hold there. This is a nice stretch for the entire palm of the hand, as well as the nerves that go all the way down to your fingertips. We want to hold about 30 seconds each side. So you're welcome to hold a little longer than I do on this video. And we'll do the other side. Taking that right hand down, press the fingertips into the ground and then start to peel the palm of the hand off the ground. So I'm a little tighter on this side, I can see, as my palm will come to a 90-degree angle, so I just work where I am. You'll start to notice the tightness on the side that has the symptoms. Good. Press the fingers down, bending at the finger joints and the wrist joints. And then release. Good. You can shake it out a little bit. So the next one, I'm going to take the right hand in front and then grab hold of the wrist like you're holding the head of a violin. And we're going to just rotate the wrist so the thumb points away from your head. So it's just a rotation of the forearm. And we hold here for a few breaths. Good. And then we'll switch sides. Take the left hand and rotate. So gently rotate the wrist around so the thumb points away from your nose. And then bring the elbow down towards the floor. So twisting, rotating the forearm. Take a few deep breaths here. For some this will be quite easy, for others this will be more challenging. It just depends where you have tightness. I like to do the whole series all in one shot, so it gets the wrist to move and the forearm to move in many different ranges of motion. Good, and we have one more pose to finish off with. This one, we'll take the palm facing up towards the sky and reach for that wrist again. And rotate the wrist open, kind of like you're asking for money. And then extend the wrist and bring the elbow down towards the floor. So there's a rotational component in the forearm and then extension in the wrist. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Hold here. Good, and then we'll switch sides. Take the left hand, rotate it up towards the sky. A little awkward initially. And then bring the elbow down. So we're extending at the wrist joint with a rotational component. Good. And hold there. So if you do this regularly, it can help to really prevent any arthritis in the fingers and the wrists, any forearm wrist conditions, and it's also nice to open up the chest and the neck as the nerves come down from the neck and extend all the way into the fingertips. So usually conditions that affect the forearm and the wrist come from the neck, upper back, chest, and extend down into the fingertips. That's it. We're done with the wrist series for today. My name is Rachel Krentzman again from Embody Physical Therapy and Yoga in San Diego, California. The website is embody, E-M-B-O-D-Y, physicaltherapy.com. Thank you.